Hello YouTube. I made the mistake of not pulling the string soon enough and getting off at the stop before 27th Avenue, so now I'm stuck on the bus waiting for the red light and going to the stop that is called 27th Avenue that is actually quite a ways past 27th Avenue. I hate it when I do that. And the thing is, I knew that was coming up, but oops. Anyway, so it's Friday, July 22nd, 3:03 p.m. Used to be a Burger King there. You can kind of tell from the shape of the sign. So we got to go across the tracks and down the street. There's that little opening there. There's a taco stand there. There's the taco truck. And here's where the stop is. Thank you. It's not a terribly long distance. Oh wow, look at all the bicycles. I'm assuming that's part of the pawn shop there. I, generally speaking, avoid this bus stop because I quickly realized how far away it is from the 27th Avenue. And then, of course, I've got to cross, since I'm headed northbound on 27th Avenue, I've got to cross the street. So yeah, wait to cross the street in the bus, then wait to cross the street, or should I say strode, again on foot. And it's 110 out, by the way. Just check the weather widget before I started this video. So hot, real hot. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. It's burning my skin. The sun is kind of searing my back. So I did check the weather widget, or not the weather widget. It's at 110 degrees, but the Valley Metro bus app shortly before getting to this intersection, because that is a long ride on Thomas, by the way. I rode the Thomas bus all the way from, and I did catch it on time. No disasters of it showing up too quick or whatever. Like it was right on time. In fact, that bus was on time the entire time. It periodically had to stop, and the recording would come on saying that that the bus was ahead of schedule and needed to wait to catch up with the schedule, which I find some people get really irritated by that. Like, we need to go. I kind of understand how scheduling works with transit, so I'm actually, thank you. I'm actually really thankful when that happens. Like, that's kind of how it should be. Yeah, please don't turn right in front of me. Thank you. Anyway, this walk not quite as brutal as I was thinking it would be. I don't know. I just know from when I'm here and I look down, it just looks like a long ways off to that bus stop. And to be fair, I think it is the same distance, if not a little bit farther, than the bus stop that I always try to get off at when I do this transfer, which is down that way, just pretty much on the other side of that underpass there. And I know I've done videos of me doing that transfer. It's been quite a while. It's been quite a while since I've had to ride the bus. But yeah, the walk from the other bus stop is certainly more pleasant, and then I get a little bit of shade when I go underneath the bridge. And then the other thing, and I've always wished that they would put an actual like cement, paved cement walkway, bikeway, whatever here, just because this is a path people take, but yeah, from right at the edge there, you can see from the tracks of people walking and biking that this is a well-worn path, but yeah, I always just come and walk through this gravel area to the bus stop, and it makes for a more pleasant bus transfer than what I just did. But what I just did wasn't awful. I can't lie, it wasn't awful. But I also got the walk signal when I came. The walk when I came. I know I've at least had one time that I've done that, and while I was waiting for the light to change and the walk signal, I got to watch the northbound 27 bus just go through the stoplight and fly right on past this bus stop that had nobody waiting on it, nobody waiting at it. And of course, by the time I got the walk signal and was able to cross the strode, it was a good half mile plus farther north on 27th Avenue without me, and I was stuck waiting 30 minutes for the next bus because the Route 27 only runs every 30 minutes, in spite of this being an area where there are a lot of poor people that are reliant on transit. Phoenix only feels the need to provide a bus on this road. And you see it's a major street. I mean, look at all the vehicle traffic on it, right? But yeah, one bus every 30 minutes. That is not really good about being on time either. The one that's on its way here is running a little bit late. As I was approaching the bus transfer, I like to wait over here where I can get in the shade of the overpass. Plus, I don't like vlogging when there are people, at the bus stop waiting, and that shelter. As you see, the people were waiting behind. In fact, we'll walk up and let you see this. This is a common phenomenon in Phoenix, especially when it's this fucking hot out, because it is 110 right now. The way our bus shelters are designed, instead of being designed to actually help people with the extreme heat, so in the afternoon, you see this bus shelter provides no shade. Like, it's got a shade thing on top of it, but with the angle of the sun, the way it is during most of the day, the sun just shines right on the bus bench. You literally cannot sit on that. At some point I should bring a thermometer, like a cooking thermometer, and put it on that surface to see how hot that is. But I would be willing to bet that surface is well over 100 degrees. It's literally so hot that if you sat with a pair of shorts, it would burn your skin, like physically burn your skin. Like, you need to put some ointment on your skin. It's like literally not. A person cannot sit on it. It's too hot. And as you can see, that woman is looking through the seal, which has holes in it, so it doesn't provide proper shade. But yeah, people will wait on that side because the little bit of shade it offers is better than nothing. But yeah, it's not a solid piece of metal, and it does let the sun through it. And as you see, we got two more people waiting for the bus here that are choosing to wait under that tree. She looks good. Looks good from afar. If I got up close, she's probably far from good. But anyway, that's the way it often goes on 27th Avenue. And if you want to see more excitement on 27th Avenue in Phoenix, I highly recommend the YouTube channels Lizard Hunter and Lizard Gang. Both of those, same guy. I think his name is Juan. I've yet to meet him in person. I would really like to, though, because I mean we cover so much of the same ground. We really do. I've invited him several times to come check out my show at Bullocks, and I keep hoping he will, but it hasn't happened yet. But cover so much of the same ground here on 27th Avenue between Thomas and Bethany Home, and there's a 27 southbound, and going to Lower Buckeye, which I drove by Lower Buckeye on 27th Avenue. That's where the entrance to the dump is, and where 27th Avenue actually ends. So good to know that that's where the route goes. I don't believe I've ever taken the Route 27 south of, I want to say Van Buren. I do remember one time I met a really nice homeless woman, closer to my age, really attractive homeless woman that was kind of going through some stuff and had already been confirmed that she had admission to one of the shelters. I forget which shelter, but over near Cass, but I think some women's shelter, and wasn't exactly sure how to get there, and was really nervous about going to that area alone. And I could certainly appreciate her concern. She was kind of on the petite side, and I would say she's probably around my age, late 40s, early 50s, and definitely very, very attractive for her age. So yeah, not the best part of town for a woman meeting that description to be walking alone. So I was definitely down to walk with her. She, I'm not sure if I gave her my contact information or not. I'm pretty sure I gave her a business card. I don't think she was to the point of having contact information. I think she had dropped below that. There's several different rungs on the bottom of a ladder that you pass. That you pass on your way to the bottom, on the way to rock bottom, and one of them is getting to the point where you have no way for people to reach you. You simply have no phone number, have no internet access, and yeah, this woman had definitely already passed that. So she simply had no. I mean, she could have been lying about that, but I doubt it. It just seemed to me like hey, I found a penny. Ooh. So yeah, it seemed to me like she had definitely, that's what she said. She had no reason to lie to me about that, I don't think. So yeah, it definitely seemed believable that she had crossed that point. And I think what her story was, as I recall, was that she was staying with a guy that was a trucker or something. And yeah, so often when I meet single homeless women that I find attractive, it's almost always a variation of this story. In fact, I was just working on on a video I uploaded because I'm about 2 days behind right now on my uploads, like when they happen versus when they get to YouTube, and just working on the description for the one where I was walking home from the 44th Street bus stop through Pierce Park and venting about my frustrations with Priscilla, because that's a pretty constant theme of this vlog these days, and kind of got sidetracked talking about this woman that I'd had a I guess you could say a one-night stand, if you even want to call it that, but yeah, a woman I'd hooked up with that I met at the break room that was young and beautiful, and her story was also kind of similar. Living with a dude, both these women, the attractive middle-aged woman and this young woman that I hooked up with, both living with a dude, and dude kicked him out. and I used to have a poster when I was a young teenager. I want to say like 18, 19. I don't know, it was when I was a radio professional and had my own. Generally speaking, during that time, I usually always had my own apartment and lived by myself. And I'm trying to remember where I was when I got that one, but here comes my bus. But anyway, it was a poster of just this absolute hot supermodel in a bikini, and she had like water dripping off of her, and of course, a wet white bikini, so you could see her nips and everything. And the caption wasn't about the hot chick the hot supermodel on the poster. It was about the caption that read, "No matter how hot she is, some guy somewhere is sick of her shit." And that's something that's always stuck with me. And yeah, both these women very attractive, but obviously the guy that they were staying with was sick of their shit. Neither of them I got to know well enough to know what shit that dude was sick of, but to the point where each of them had got turned out to the streets. And apparently neither had anywhere else to go. So yeah, that woman was on her way to a shelter on the Van Buren bus. I was interested in getting to know her, I was. But I had enough hang time between, I was running early enough that I feel like I was coming probably from my storage, probably doing some stuff down at my storage. used store, formerly known as Pack-In Store, and she was, I forget where she got on the bus, but yeah, my plan was to take that to, probably to the light rail, and take the light rail to Bethany, and Bethany across, but yeah, I ended up walking with her to that, and then I ended up taking the Route 3 and transferring at Van Buren to the 27. That's the farthest I've ever been on 27. Anyway, my bus is here.